Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. So today's reading is a timeless pick a card reading, and what that means is it doesn't matter when you find this reading. If there's a message in here for you, if there's someone you're thinking about that you want to know how they feel, then this is the reading for you. So today's pick a card reading is how do they feel? And there are 4 groups of cards here. You can see group 1, group 2, group 3 and group 4. It is an over 18s reading, so I have selected over 18s in the settings because there are some sexual images on the cards, okay? So have a look at the groups and see which one you're drawn to. If you're new to the channel or you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, then please consider subscribing because it really does support me. And if you like your video, give it a thumbs up. Timestamps for the groups of cards will be in the description box below. So just as a reminder, we have group 1, group 2, group 3 and group 4. So please remember this is a general reading for the collective. So please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So without further ado, let's take a look at your cards. Hi group 1, so let's take a look at your cards to see how they feel. So we have the 9 of Fire, or the 9 of Wands, the Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands, the 5 of Wands, the Knave of Swords, the 10 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands. Okay, a lot of Wands energy here, a lot of fire and passion. Let's take a look at your oracle cards. We have Shine, beautiful, Nurture, Release, Yin and Yang, and Goddess of the Moon. Okay, let's just move these over a little bit for you so we can get them all in shot. Okay, so before I say anything more, I'm already feeling there is a lot of sexual chemistry between the two of you. You two are absolutely obsessed with each other. I feel that you're in that period of your relationship, or if you're not there yet, you're going to be there pretty soon, where you cannot help but tear each other's clothes off every time you see each other. I feel it doesn't matter where you are, in public, you start touching each other and you just turning each other on. You don't care who sees, who's around. When you want to go at it, you will go at it. And it does not matter, as I said, where you are, who's around. It really doesn't matter for you. I think you're in a very, very heightened sexual state in your relationship currently. And the feeling is mutual. So in answer to your question, how they feel, is they definitely feel the same way as you. It's a healthy balance, I think, that you've got. I think you're in a really exciting stage of your relationship where, as I said, it doesn't matter where you are, you want to rip each other's clothes off. It's very sexy, it's very sexual, and it just feels really exciting. It's that kind of burst of, shine, happiness, joy. I just feel like when I see this, you just make each other feel so amazing. You just release any kind of tension within each other. When you're together, it's just all, any kind of tension, any problems you've got, any concerns, they go out of the window, and you just bring this joy to each other. I think you're very in tune with each other as well. I think when you're together, I feel very much that, it's a mutual understanding of what you like, and you know what triggers each other, and you know how to please each other. And I think that's really, really important in this relationship, because you're both very much on the same page right now. You both are learning and experimenting each other's bodies. You're very comfortable with each other. As I said, it doesn't matter where you are. You can be in the bedroom, you can be out in the street, you can be in a hotel. I feel that it's kind of depicting too, and I feel like, you know, you can be in a park somewhere, you don't care where you are, as long as you're intimate with each other, you're bringing, you know, joy and happiness to each other, and it just feels like this kind of release of excitement, this buzz, this energy, just this beautiful feeling of togetherness in a very, very intimate and sexual way. And, you know, I just feel like you are so comfortable with each other sexually, and if you're not, that's where you're kind of heading to be. One thing I will say though, you've got the nurture card here, and that's the Empress card. So if you're not trying for a baby, then be careful, because I think that's a little warning there. So take heed there. If you're not ready for babies yet, then make sure you're protected, okay? Now, when I say you're in tune with each other, the goddess of the moon is very intuitive, okay? And I feel that you're very in tune with each other. I feel that, you know, when you're together, you just have this connected understanding. You know how to give each other the joy, the pleasure, not just sexually as well, but intellectually, can't say it, intellectually as well. I just feel that there's a lot of you know, mutual feelings there between the two of you. So if you're feeling very sexually attracted to the person you're thinking about, then they definitely feel the same way. And it's going to be this, I think, for some time before it deepens into any kind of you know, deeper emotional relationship, because I do feel that you're very, very much kind of in a sizzling state of heightened sexuality at the moment with each other, and it's fast moving. I think every time you see each other, the time just flies by. It goes so quickly because you're enjoying each other's company, you're enjoying each other's bodies, you're enjoying the intimacy with each other, and it just feels really, really exciting. It feels fresh, it feels new, it feels vibrant. I just feel like, you know, when you're talking about this person to your friends, you're just glowing from the inside out, and they just make you feel so confident, so positive in everything that you're doing. So if things were bad before, this person's come into your life and you're suddenly feeling this vibrant energy, and you're able to release any kind of insecurities or any lack of confidence that you had. That's gone out of the window, because this person truly makes you feel alive, sexy and unwanted. And it's very, very mutual, okay? So group one, I feel that they do feel the same way as you if you're feeling the sexual energy with them as well. So it is a really exciting time. So who knows where this is going to go. Right now you're in a good place. You're both feeling intimate. You're both connecting with each other really well. You're both exploring and learning about each other in a very exciting, intimate way. So enjoy each other. Enjoy this, you know, this stage of the relationship, and don't think too much about taking it any further right now, because I do feel that, you know, there is only you and there is only them. But I do feel that when the two of you are together, it doesn't matter who the hell else is around. Those clothes are coming off and you're intimate with each other, and you're just having lots and lots of fun. So group one, enjoy yourselves. Yes, they definitely feel the same way. That, you know, you've got this strong sexual connection. Enjoy it. So group one, if this resonates, please give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button, as it really does help to support my channel. Hi group two, so let's take a look at your cards and see how they feel. So we have Strength, the Sun, the Hermit, Eight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, Anxiety, Door to Romance, Change your focus, Reach Out, and Blossom. Okay group two, so let's take a look at your cards just to make sure these are all in focus for you. Alright, so I'm getting the feeling that you're concerned and you're worried about the way this relationship is going right now. I think that you've been with this person for quite some time, and I feel that your relationship has kind of developed into a more emotional understanding with each other. But for some reason, I feel like you sometimes feel alone. You sometimes feel Five of Cups and the Hermit, very much kind of alone. Like you're having these feelings on your own. And I think the reason for that is you've developed and you've grown from the intimate part of your relationship, and you've developed and grown and deepened your emotional bond. And I feel a little bit like you're getting a little confused with there being less of the sexual side of your relationship to a more deeper understanding together, because I feel like here you just feel like it looks blissful, it feels blissful, and maybe you're getting a little bit bored of that. Maybe it's not quite fulfilling you. And I think here she's holding on, you can see she's holding on to what looks like a phallic symbol, and I think that you're holding on to there being this big sexual chemistry between the two of you, which you're kind of past that, okay? Relationships grow, relationships develop, and they become more mutual on an emotional level. They become deeper on an emotional level. Things do change in a relationship. Just because this person isn't wanting to rip your clothes off every 5 minutes, that doesn't mean that they're not feeling this kind of, ecstasy around you. I do feel that you've still got that sexual connection for sure. So I think, all of this worry, all of this concern that you've got, worrying about why this relationship is no longer in that state, because I think you look at other couples and you think, oh, well, they're at it like rabbits every 5 minutes. Why aren't we anymore? But I just think that you have to change your focus, and you kind of have to accept and realise that this relationship has deepened into a more emotional level. And that's just beautiful. That really is beautiful. But if you are concerned and you are worried, then you definitely need to reach out to them and ask them what they're feeling, how they're feeling. Why do you feel that because there isn't as much intimacy between the two of you, that things are deteriorating rather than growing? Because I really feel that the relationship is blossoming. It's glowing for sure, and growing. And it really is beautiful. And I think sometimes it's easy to mistake a relationship growing and developing and becoming more of an emotional connection when you've fancied each other for such a long time, and you've had this kind of sexual connection, that it changes to that more deeper, heartfelt connection with someone. And yeah, of course, you're still probably sexual with each other, and you're probably still intimate with each other. But for some reason, I'm feeling that you don't feel like it is the same. So I do feel that this person you're thinking about is thinking about your relationship growing, it's deepening, it's becoming something that's not just about sexual intercourse. And I think you're holding on to that sexual energy there that was a big deal to you, and I think that this is a big deal to you. But it's up to you really. You need to reach out and tell them how you're feeling, because if you're finding the lack of intimacy that's happening with the two of you, then be open, be honest about it, or just change your focus and start to believe that this is actually a beautiful relationship which is growing and developing and blossoming. It really does feel like a beautiful, warm, loving relationship. So I don't know why you're anxious or you're worried about it, because there is no need for this anxiety. There's no need for this stress. The Sun is ultimate contentment. This is ultimate happiness, joy. This is a beautiful, beautiful card to have. And the Sun is so warm. It's so forgiving. It's so well, it's perfect. It's telling me that where you are right now, the way they feel is that they're seeing, I feel, that the relationship is growing, it's deepening, you're getting this strong bond, you're becoming closer emotionally, and you're worried that because there's not as much of sexual action going on between the two of you, that you feel that they're going to get bored and they're going to leave you and they're going to walk out on you. But you've just developed, you've just grown, and you've just become this couple who could have a long-term relationship for sure. This could be something that would lead to engagement, marriage, that kind of thing, because they do feel that connection has gone from being sexual and is now more romantic, and it's more on a deeper emotional level. So group 2, please don't worry, don't be anxious. I do feel there's a huge message here for you to reach out to them. Tell them how you feel, and I think they'll be surprised, because to them things are good, to them, they're still enjoying the intimacy that you do have when you have it. They're not feeling at all worried about where this relationship is going, because I feel that they're just going with the flow and seeing things just happening, progressing as they should do naturally in a relationship, and it's becoming this more deeper, more meaningful relationship to them. So how they feel about you, it's no longer just about the sex for them. This is about having an adult relationship then, if you like. Not that having lots of sex is an adult, but I just feel that it's kind of, you've nurtured it, you've grown it, and you've developed it into something that's more emotionally intimate. So group 2, reach out to your person if you are having these anxieties, if you are having these concerns and fears, because I guarantee you that they'll be on this page. They're feeling, the relationship more in their heart and, in their emotions. They're in their emotional fields right now, and they're seeing it as blossoming, they're seeing it as positive, they're seeing it as a happy place. They're very much feeling like, yeah, you're flying as a couple together. You bring the best out in each other, and that is really beautiful. So group 2, message here is, how do they feel? They feel that they're ready to take this relationship on to the next level. So don't worry about trying to be sexual with them, okay? They are ready for this deeper bond, this deeper connection. This door to romance, it is yours for the taking, okay? So group 2, I hope this helps. If this resonates, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to my channel, as it really does help to support me. Hi group 3, so let's take a look at your cards to find out how do they feel. So we have the Hermit, the Mirror, Ace of Wands, King of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, the Thinking Woman, the Angel of Strength, Healing Begins, Open Up, and Embrace. Okay, so group 3, what am I seeing here? Okay, so I think there's been a lot of self-help, self-work, self-nourishment, self-nurturing happening with you, self-development. I feel that you very much have worked hard on your self-confidence, on your image maybe. But I generally feel that, you've gone from being on your own, feeling like you're not good enough, you're not worthy enough, and you've blossomed and really nurtured yourself, and you've come out of your shell, and you've worked really hard in your own self-image. I'm thinking image here because you have the Mirror card here, and it very much feels, I feel like you've just developed and grown your own self-worth, because from going from the Hermit to the Mirror card here, where, you know, you're out in the dark there, looking like a lone wolf, to having lots of different, you know, different images of yourself. I think you've become more adaptable and more comfortable being out and about in public, maybe more social, because you can wear a different face for different events that you attend, and that's amazing. So a huge congratulations to you for coming this far. It's not easy to go from the Hermit into this stage. That's such an achievement. That is something definitely to celebrate for sure. Okay, now you've got 2 Wands energy here, and you've got a 4 of Pentacles, and you've got the Queen of Wands as well. So with the healing begins here, I think that correlates really well here with the journey that you've been on to get yourself back to being who you want to be and how you want to be in public and how you want to be seen, and feeling good about yourself. And I think this healing that you've been through, this self-healing, has really helped you to grow and develop and give you this confidence of the Queen of Wands. And, you know, I really feel like, you know, it's given you this new sense of courage, this new sense of strength, this new sense of confidence for sure. Now, what I think this person feels about you is they absolutely love how you have, you know, grown and nurtured yourself to become comfortable enough and confident enough to allow yourself to now and be in a position to invest time in a relationship. I think you've been so used to be on your own. It's not been an easy step for you to take to be in a relationship or even consider being in a relationship. But I really feel like, you know, you're starting to embrace the new you, and, you know, it's lighting you up from the inside out. But this person isn't the one lighting you up from the inside out. You have done that yourself, and that is just amazing. And because of the work that you've done, the hard work that you've put into your self-development, your self-care, you've been able to open up and embrace the new you. So you've said goodbye to the old you, and you've said hello to the new you. And this person just feels in absolute awe of who you've become. And the embrace there just feels so mutual, so connected, so emotional. And I feel that you've got this really deep connection together. I feel like they watch you sleep at night. They absolutely adore you. And that is just beautiful. So to go from this, you know, feeling lonely, feeling like you're not good enough, to having someone who absolutely adores you, watches you sleep, not in a creepy way. This is a really nice, lovely, warm gesture, is that they just can't leave you alone. They just can't stop hugging you. They can't stop kissing you. They are besotted with you. And you've done this. You've done this for yourself. And I just think it's so beautiful that you can feel proud of what you've achieved, and proud and comfortable in your own skin, and you're feeling good. You are feeling good. You are embracing the new you. You're embracing this new opportunity with someone, and I feel that they are really, really, really keen in investing even more time in you, with you, to be with you. And I feel like you're a barrel of laughs as well. I think barrel of laughs because I think you're good fun as well. I think you've got this new sense of spirit, this new sense of confidence, and you've just got this lovely way about you. I think, you know, because you're feeling comfortable in your own skin now, you're happy with how you've gone through this transition and healed yourself through your own self-care, your own self-nurture. You've learned a lot. You know, I feel like you did a lot of research. You've read a lot of books. Maybe you did some therapy to help you through a past, you know, the past where you didn't feel good about yourself. And it's really worked well for you. It really has worked well for you. I feel like this transformation that you've been through has served you so well. And I just feel that person you're thinking about is just thinking, wow, what an amazing person this is. They've done so much for themselves to be a better version of themselves, and they're so lucky to be having this new amazing, improved and beautiful version of you. So congratulations on the hard work you put in to healing yourself and getting your best self back into being, because that is really, really beautiful. But just open up to this person. If you feel scared to tell them how you really feel, then you don't need to. Just open up, and they will absolutely embrace anything and everything you have to say. Because I just feel really drawn here to the King of Wands energy, where you're caressing each other intimately, emotionally. I just feel like you've got this really perfect blend, this perfect balance, where you can sit for hours and talk, you can cuddle each other for hours and not feel bored of it, and I just feel like you're very, very together. So group 3, how do they feel? They feel proud of you, and you should feel proud of yourself as well, for sure. They love how comfortable and confident you are. They love how invested you are in them as well. You've got a lot to give, but you know that now. You absolutely know that now, and you're going with the flow and you're embracing it. So just embrace what you've got with this person, okay? So the person you're thinking about, group 3, I hope this resonates. If it does, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel, as it really does help to support me. Hi group 4, so let's take a look at how they feel. Okay, so let's take a look at your cards first. So we have the 10 of Earth, which is the 10 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, or the 6 of Fire, the 2 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, the Sun, woman holding a heart, oops, listen, strengthening bonds, and simply love. Okay, let's just put these in focus for you, group 4. Alright, so let's have a little look to see how do they feel for you, group 4. Okay, you two, when you're together, you have a great time. I feel that you've got a really, really strong bond. I feel that you are, you know, the type of friends, because I do feel you're friends right now, who, when you're together, you put the world to rights, okay? You tell each other everything. I feel I can see the two of you having some tapas, maybe a glass of wine or two, or a couple of beers, whatever your favourite tipple is, and you're talking for hours and hours on end, and an hour goes by and it feels like 5 minutes. I just feel like you've got this really strong connection, and you've got a really strong, firm foundation as friends, okay? I can see that, you know, you're quite comfortable with them, and I feel like when you're on your own, they can give you a call, and, you know, you can just say, oh yeah, I'm bored, pop over if you like. You've got a really, really, you know, you're like best friends, is the feeling I'm getting here. And I feel like, yeah, the 7 of Wands here, I think sometimes maybe you get a little bit defensive because you've developed feelings for this person. And I think that, you know, you feel so at home with this person that you're thinking about, that you're wondering, is it just me, or do they feel the same way? Because I sometimes feel a little bit sexually attracted to them. But then I think you're going back and forth in your mind thinking, oh, do I feel like that? Do I want to be intimate with this person I'm really good friends with? But I think for you, what you need to know really is, how do they feel? Because I do feel that you've developed some strong feelings for someone who you've got a very, very strong friendship with. and I think you're afraid to say anything because you're afraid of knowing the truth. And I think that the truth is they adore you, okay? They absolutely adore you. You are best friends. You've got the best friendship ever. And it doesn't matter if you reveal how you feel about them. If they don't feel the same way, then, you know, it's not going to make a dent in the relationship, the friendship that you've got at all. In fact, I think it'll strengthen your bond because, you know, you're able to be open and you're able to be honest. You've got the Sun card as well, and this is happiness, contentment. This is feeling like everything's in abundance. I just feel like this person really does make you feel complete, but in a friendship way. I don't feel that this is a friendship that's going to blossom into a relationship, because I feel like you're so close with each other that I think there's a part of them that feels they know how you feel, but they're not going to do anything or say anything about it because they don't want to ruin that friendship. They don't want to ruin that bond. But it really doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter what you go through together. They're your best friend. They will, you know, they'll be there for you through thick and thin. You're like siblings, you know. I feel like this, it's parent and child, this is simply love. But I feel that you've got this kind of family love rather than intimate love. And that's beautiful, okay? Friends like these are hard to come by. Trust me, people let you down all of the time. And I don't feel like this person ever lets you down. And they never will let you down because they are your best friend. I almost feel like you've got this soulmate connection, like friendship soulmates, because soulmates come in all forms, okay? Not just in intimate relationships, but your best friend can sometimes be your soulmate as well. And I just feel like, you know, the two of you, I just feel have this really, really strong bond, this really, really strong connection, this really deep friendship. And that's basically what it is. And I just feel, you know, the two of you, as I said, you'll have a drink together, you're comfortable sitting in silence. You know, sometimes when you've got nothing to say, it's comfortable. I just feel like you're very, very comfortable with each other. And that is really beautiful, okay? Because when you are ready to meet someone, you can talk about it to them and they will listen and they will give you amazing advice and they will protect you. They will absolutely protect you. I feel woman holding a heart here is protection, and you're very protective of each other. So group 4, do they feel the same? If you're starting to get this stir of emotions, then, you know, feel free to tell them. But I really feel that this is simply love. This is simply a deep emotional connection that you have with someone who is your best friend. So I'm sorry if that's not the news that you were looking for, but can I just say this friendship of yours is so amazing. I bet so many people envy your friendship that you have with this person, because you've got trust, you've got compassion, you've got the same sense of humour. You feel so comfortable with each other that if you don't feel like talking, you don't have to talk. You're comfortable. If you want to have a moan about something, I feel like, you know, if you're moaning about something, you can moan away. You're comfortable without dressing up, and you know, you can just be yourself with this person. So group 4, you have a best friend here who absolutely adores you. And I feel that the friendship, whether you tell them how you feel, if you've got those stirring of feelings for them that's more than friendship, they'll totally understand. They know they'll nurture you. They'll give you compassion. They'll say, oh, don't worry about it, you know, it'll pass. Good God, it's only me, come on. And you'll go back to being your usual selves again. So it's entirely up to you, group 4. You have got this beautiful friendship with someone that if you are feeling you want to tell them how you feel, then go for it, and they'll totally understand, and they'll be there for you, protect you and listen to you. But ultimately, to have a friendship like this, it's beautiful, it's mutual, it's what lots of people dream of having in a best friend, okay, group 4. So I hope this resonates. I really hope this helps. If you like the video, then please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to my channel, as it really does help to support me.